Okay. Item C, the CSBA delegate vote. The Board as a whole may vote up for the number of vacancies, which is 2, in the region or subregion 12B as indicated in the ballot.
If I could make an observation, with there being 4 candidates, Bill Ferris from Sierra USD and Ridgecrest, he is a past director for CSBA. He is an incumbent. He is running. He's one of the people on there. He is pretty much a shoe-in for getting elected or re-elected, and he is probably the highest qualified candidate on the ballot. That said, I would recommend and I would propose that we vote for Scott Starkey and that be our only vote. Because, as I said, Bill is pretty much a shoe-in. We don't need to take and dilute our vote more, by sharing our vote between Scott and Bill. And quite honestly, looking at the other candidates, I believe Scott is the best other candidate to serve as a delegate.
Okay, motion by Nelson. Second by Gutierrez. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5 ayes, no nays. Curriculum and instruction, Ms. Lacy.
Every 3 years, our work experience application and plan needs to be revised and sent into the California Department of Education. As both Scott and Ralph know, as part of the board policy packet in November, there were some new laws and different things that go along with work experience that will be coming up to the board in the new policy that is in the process of being revised. This plan is basically pretty much done by the state, and if you just change it slightly to fit the district's, what happens in our school district. As Ralph and Scott know, this policy or this plan basically follows exactly what the new state guidelines and things are for work experience. So I personally, in the district, think that this should go ahead, that this should be approved by the board.
Listen, what is the timeline for requirement timeline for approving this?
Technically, I just received an email that ours was due, but it was due quite some time ago, to be quite honest.
Because the reason why I asked is I read through this, and as I said, it's basically state boilerplate.
Correct.
And it appears that basically the place where the district actually customizes the plan to make it its own plan are in the enclosures. And I know that, I may be, correct me if I'm wrong, but the only enclosure that I received was a copy of the letter of authorization to issue work permits. So, unless there is a really pressing need to take and approve this tonight, I would recommend that we table this till to our March 2nd special meeting, and in the meantime get to the rest of the information so we can actually approve the whole plan instead of just taking some of it.
Okay.
Anyone well, okay. Having the board approve the minutes won't happen until after we approve it. Yeah. But the course description of units of instruction per semester, the copy of student training agreement, and the description of the procedures for granting school credit. That's kind of really the substance of the plan, and that is none of that stuff is here for us to review. Or it may be here physically in the room, I don't know, but it's not, it wasn't provided in our package.
That's perfectly fine. I can get those things back to your packet to make sure you have that for the next meeting.
Motion for tabling. Nelson. Second by Williams. All in favor? Aye. 5 ayes, motion taken. Business and operation. Approve resolution 091010 to indicate the district's interest in the cash reserve program, the TRAN, and delegates the authority to district staff to participate for the year 2010-2011 expenditures.
Well, this is boilerplate.
Is there something changed on this from the previous one?
The only thing that's changed is the amount that we're eligible for. Last year it was $5 million. This year it's 7.5.
Okay. On the second page, the issuance process, step 5 of it basically says funds are wired to district sub-account held by the trustee and are invested for the district's instructions. Do we have instructions defined so we don't have money going into someplace that we don't know about? Yeah.
Normally, the money has stayed with the investor. This year, the money was transferred into the Kern County Treasurer's office. So,
well, that's why I want to make quick. I want to, have a clarification that we will provide instructions so that you will actually know where that money is, so we don't have any little surprises.
absolutely. And that all of those documents come at a later time.
Okay.
Mr. Nelson, this was also a discussion at the school directors meeting, legal services directors meeting, that they were that legal counsel was meeting with the people at the county, and the county was to meet back with everybody here. So they want to make sure that trail follows, because I think that question came up there from somebody from one of the other school districts, superintendents, about, okay, where's this going? And what?
So was this thing happening to other people?
I don't know.
I mean, interesting wanted to talk to your other
I can ask Priscilla. She had a conference this week.
Okay. And out of curiosity, it would be also interesting to go back and see what the specific instructions were for last year to make sure that
I remember, after all of this came about and, my understanding of it, that there was a box that you could choose that your interest could go to the county office. At least that's what I understood it to be. And I remember marking that box, and it's the only time I've ever marked that box. So I have no doubt that whatever I did in the paperwork gave them the instructions, or to send it to our Kern County treasurer. And certainly our treasurer has a great track record of investment. And as you'll see when we get to the cash in the county, it's probably not been an idea to have it in our own coffers.
Okay. I move to make a motion that we approve resolution to indicate the district's interest in the TRAN.
Moved by Nelson, second by Gutierrez. All in favor? Student board member? Okay.